Well, we're in the final moments of the warm-up here, and there is Christopher Bowman. Here is Paul Wylie. Two very different young men. Paul Wylie's very serious.
I think I am more serious than the average skater. I think anybody who makes the Olympics has to be more serious than the average skater, and that intensity has to carry over, or else they'll never make their goal, and they'll never be determined enough to make that goal.
It's very tough and very competitive, and you have to be a real fighter, a real scrapper, a real go-getter. And you need that spotlight, you need that attention, you know, to break away from everyone there's thousands of Christopher Bowmans out there. I mean, they all look the same. So you had to kind of break out of that mold, become individualized, become someone else, and, you know, spark that interest in the mass general public that makes you popular, that brings you to a higher plateau.
Paul Wylie is Harvard. Christopher Bowman is Hollywood. Both skated in the Calgary Olympics. Wylie finished 10th. While Bowman finished 7th. The teammates were also roommates, which caused some problems.
Chris would be up very late, and I would want to sleep, and he'd flick on the lights and start, you know, yelling around when he'd come in, and I'd be just like intolerant of that a little bit. And what I needed to do was bend a little bit more, but he needed to be more considerate. So I think, you know, we sort of played off each other that week.
Paul was great, though, because he was the only one that like attempted to like hang a T-shirt up, you know, and I just kind of like let everything, you know, just kind of part the sea. I used the shovel and the squeegee.
They are indeed the odd couple of skating. Wylie, a worshiper of learning. Bowman, a worshiper of the sun. While Paul walks through chilly Harvard Yard, Bowman clowns for the girls in the California surf. But they both can skate and have come to admire each other.
There's a really big difference between Paul and myself. We're like night and day.
The mothers look to me as the one that they want to introduce their daughter to, and they look to Chris as the one that they don't really want to introduce their daughter to. They're a little afraid of him, but the girls look to Chris as the one that they want to go out with. So, who's right?